And we are live.
Jump scare.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Shows are yours, Cass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess since I'm so used to just waiting for you.
Get to DMing, DM.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome welcome back to Under the Mountain, a Kids on Brooms campaign where some newfound friends join a magical college to earn their license to be able to perform magic legally. And also learn how to use it the proper way. So, last episode, we actually got into our classes. We had some transfiguration happening, fruits into other fruits, or sometimes fruits into fruits with legs, and sometimes fruits turning into mush. But, things happen. And then after that, we had our defense class. I'm pretty sure the flying class was last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then we had defense class with a super over everyone's shit teacher, but was also very much he was willing to give people another chance to learn because defense magic is very important, especially in this day and age. And then we had our flying class where everyone got a chance to try out the little cool rooms and everything before they got their own. Some, had some were better than others. Some just decided were just able to fly without too much thought, and it just came naturally to them. Uh, with some light bullying of a Richie Rich kid of Carter
Light?
Wilkes.
You hear
Medium
that? We gotta
bullying.
step up our game.
Right?
No, like
That sounds like a challenge to me. Damn, that was
God.
light bullying.
The two troublemakers.
Well, he survived it, so that's the problem.
He didn't cry.
Not enough emotional scarring.
God, he's not even. It was just on site. You guys knew that
Oh, yeah.
he knew Bo, and they didn't like each other, and it was just that one. And then Ruth joined you. She wasn't too great at some of the defense magic. I think she dropped her wand at some point. But with the help of a couple students, she was able to avoid getting hit by the softball of a spell. Another couple people were hit by the softball of a spell, but thankfully no harm done. You had a little bit more time with Arabella Lamb, who I believe I had her be a sophomore. She's at least a year older than you, so she knows how the basics of everything works. And she just said, I can teach you definitely how to fly. We can absolutely work on it all together. And she invited everyone to go to was it Waffle House?
The
as
mall.
Well? In the mall.
Yeah, no,
it was originally Waffle House, but then it turned into the mall. Because you could also get a discount at the broom closet, and you have been needing to buy your brooms anyway. So this episode begins when you actually arrive at the mall. You manage you take the train there, everything's just fine. It's a little outdoor mall. So it's, you know, open air, plenty of space for people to come and go into various shops. There's magical and non-magical shops there. There's the I'm I don't I think I had the Del Taco there as well.
Del Taco was
Possibly.
outside the mall. It was near the mall, but outside the mall.
I thought that's what Waffle House was.
No, you said the Waffle House was in the mall, which is just gonna cause a riot because you have mall people with a Waffle House.
Magical Waffle House people. So, so you had, a mix of various shops, selling wands and robes and other magical bullshit, along with, a Hot Topic and
Because there's
like a
always a
video
Hot
game
Topic.
store and like an H&M, like, just regular ass mall shit.
Is the game store a GameStop like in its last death throes to where it's not even a game store anymore, but a pop dispensary?
You see, the thing is,
ADH Adventures, thank you for that raid.
yay! Welcome in. We are just starting. So the game store it looks like a GameStop to people who are non-magic, but to everyone, it's actually a really good game store.
It's an EB Games.
Yes, to Muggles, it's a GameStop. For us, it's EB Games.
Why do you gotta hurt me like that?
Because I'm hurting too. Hurt people hurt
Okay,
people.
fair enough. Wow, we suffer together, I guess. All right, I see how it is.
Yep. So you begin at the mall. You can stick together and go to the broom closet for your brooms, and then if you have anything anywhere else you would like to go, possibly. I am actually going to I'm sorry, I'm gonna single everyone out and ask if you have anything your character might want to do in this game. If there's any shops that you guys specifically want to go for, and then we can make a plan of what we're gonna do. So for sure, broom closet, because that has to be done. You guys need your brooms. That's just what's gonna happen. I'm sorry. So Corey, is there any place in particular that you would head to first? Or Bo would head to first? You're muted.
Yes, I am. I think first and foremost, Bo is pretty much just sticking with the group. Mainly because he's offered to pay for, a vast majority of the stuff that they may want to buy here.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think his primary focus right now is for all of us just to go to the broom closet, get the brooms, at least taken care of, and then formulate some kind of game plan on where we're going next.
Okay.
And as long as as long as the mall has like an orange Julius, he's fine.
There is an orange Julius.
Good.
I made sure of that specifically for you because you told me that you missed it.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see. Theodore Lilypilly, is there anything specific that you would like to go for after the broom, before or after the broom closet?
I mean, so first of all, yeah, I mean, I told you a little bit what his broom's gonna be like. I don't even know if they're gonna sell that at the broom closet or if I'm gonna have to just grow it out of the ground somewhere. But
You might need to be special ordered.
yeah,
Fucking
well,
Tao Pie over here.
my entire magic is plant magic, so I mean, just give me some soil somewhere and I'll grow my broom. That's fine. But yeah, that aside though, yeah, I mean, knowing him, this is gonna be a bit weird, but if there's anything akin to like a hardware store or something, he'd probably be inclined to go there. and he'd probably end up following the wife to what I could only assume is like an arts and crafts store. I'm sure she's the type to want to go and like check out, like quilts and sewing materials and stuff like that. So it would probably be a half and half of, following the wife around with the stuff that she's interested in, and then checking out the hardware store if there's anything close to that nearby.
Mhm. Okay. Speaking of your wife, Beatrice Lily, where would you like to go? Beatrice.
Well, she definitely would
Sorry.
let's see here. Thank you. She definitely would love to go to some sort of craft shop. Gotta find everything that's just exploding colors. Maybe do like a magical scrapbook or something. I don't know yet. We'll find
Oh
out.
my
Um,
that's adorable.
um, of course, she's got to go to a place where she can get some special ingredients. Just to try some new recipes and the like. I think the craft store and her broom kind of go hand in hand just because of how her broom is gonna look. She needs to kind of
Yeah.
spruce it up a little bit, of course. Um, and then, of course, we have to go to the pet shop and get some special feed for my sweet little sweet pea. And woodpecker. I forgot the woodpecker's name.
It's okay. Nobody ever remembers Woody. It's
Oh
all
no,
good.
I just have woodpecker written down as the animal from order.
Yeah, sweet
Fine.
pea and Woody.
I totally don't feel attacked. It's fine.
Right. And then Duncan, is there anywhere specific you would like to go?
He was brought here against his will, so unless there's
Fair.
some place that catches his eye, he's just basically getting his broom.
Got it. And then Johnny Petrelli.
He wants to pick up a few more decks of playing cards.
Okay, that would probably be in the game store.
Yeah, and maybe a couple of comic books.
Okay, I have written down your requests and I will do my best to get to them. But first off, is the broom closet. So Arabella leads the way. She's like, well, we got to get something out of the way before we all either split up or I don't know, just do whatever. Uh, so I'll show you guys where my favorite store is. And then she immediately just starts walking, like not even really looking back. She's just full on a mission through the crowd, to go to the broom closet, which is a broom store.
Now I know this mall is magical. There's actually a crowd of people.
Yes, there is. Don't hurt me like that. Used to hang out at the mall all the time. It was a place to go when I was like 12. Anyway, so she leads you to this little shop. It's not too standout-ish, but it is you can tell it has wood paneling on the side and some brooms in the shop window of varying sizes and shapes and colors. There's some that are even not even wood. There's one that's made out of metal. It must be hollow, or it flies with magic. Magic is magic.
The legendary tungsten broom.
Oh god. Yeah,
It
that's
weighs
gonna be a high
85
DC.
pounds.
Yeah, that's gonna be a high DC to use to fly.
Isn't that what we did to
Yeah.
fucking Richie Rich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we replaced the core of his broom with tungsten.
I forgot about that.
I
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, fuck that kid.
So there's a couple. She leads you inside. You know, Arabella makes sure to, once she's there, she like looks around to like make sure she's I got like a head count of everyone. And makes her way inside to where she high fives the shop assistant Simon, who is it's another nerd. He's you know got like slicked back hair and like a button up to like that is buttoned all the way up, and he's just helping someone out, and she just high fives him as she walks past, and turns around and says, "You guys feel free to look around, but if you find anything you like, you can either let me know, let Simon know, or once you're ready to check out, you can head up to the desk where the owner is, and she can help ring you up." All right. So the shop is, once you're inside, you realize how large it is. The whole bigger on the inside and all that. There are rows and rows of brooms just everywhere of whatever you could think of. There's even not necessarily a tree trunk, but there are larger sizes. I'm pretty sure that could be asked if to be made. So, what do you guys look for?
Johnny just kind of like browse a bit.
Well, I'm certainly here hoping to find something vibrant and beautiful and something that could certainly help my people here. After all, I'm just here to make sure everyone succeeds.
Oh, Miss Lily Billy. I love you.
She's like, I'm just here for the ride.
I'm just here to have a good time.
Pretty much.
I'm just here to make sure everyone has a good time.
Also that, 100%.
Yeah.
She got her snack pack. She's ready for the kids.
So she is going to hit the dispensary. Got it.
I mean,
literally.
Why would I hit
this
brownies
in California?
Why would I hit such a place when I already got a smoking man right here?
You be flat.
You're muted.
I was saying, shucks, honey, you're flattering me.
So,
I saw everyone else's faces. We're like, oh.
so Arabella's like, I figured you would want something colorful, so I think that somewhere along this area is probably best. And you see, varying different colors and like cherry wood and like, different colors of wood and everything, along with different types of binding selections of, with the sprigs and twigs attaching it to it. And then she also turns to you and she's also, I'm pretty sure that there's somewhere around here that we can get some charms for it. Not like magic charms, but like little charm bracelet charms. We can add to that too.
Oh, that would actually be a great idea. I didn't even think of that. Oh, I have to keep an eye out for that.
Streamers
pretty
and
sure they're
racing
declared.
stripes.
The fucking flames
The
painted on the
tassels.
side.
For some reason, one of the brooms has a spoiler on it.
That's the metal one.
It just has Snape killed Dumbledore just emblazoned across the side.
Whoa! Too soon.
Yeah, all right.
So, go ahead.
Bo's going to go up to the front counter,
Okay.
and he's gonna like reach into his pocket to a little folded up piece of paper that he's had for probably a couple years. And what's that?
Sorry. The owner of the shop, her name is Maple. She
Maple, what last name?
Woods.
I was thinking syrup, but the woods is much more obvious.
Oh, she's as sweet as syrup.
Oh, I mean, that's where the syrup comes from, the trees.
She's a younger Lily Pilly, apparently.
My husband knows all about that. That's where I get my syrup from, of course, from my garden.
Biffy's just gonna Avada Kedavra
Happy
himself.
good service, honey.
Avada Kedavra myself in Minecraft.
So, the owner of the shop, Maple, she's an older woman, but not quite like the Lily Pillies. She's around like 50. She's, slightly larger, but in more of a way of like, she gives really good hugs. She has tanned skin and like brown hair, but you can see she has like the little gray streak that goes through it. And she's like, oh, what is this?
I got a special request. Wait, try that again. Take 2. I got a special request.
Request.
Yeah, I want to. Broom I want is a common one, a Daredevil's duster.
We have plenty of those.
I just want a little bit of a custom look to it, if that is something that you do here.
That is absolutely something that we can do.
Elmer
here.
Flood Games, thank you for that raid.
Hello, thank you for the raid.
So he's going to hand her a piece of paper that he's had since he was a kid, and it's just like this.
I fucking no-scoped it.
Is it drawn in crayon? Oh,
Bo's fucking sweet broom. And so when it's pretty much what that is. It's like a picture of a Daredevil's duster, but on the top of the broom, it's got a horse head on it. And then it's just, for some reason, there are just like tumbleweeds like etched into like the stalk of the broom, going all the way down to the back.
Question though, is it like a hobby horse on the front of it, like a giant horse head type thing, or is it like you would imagine a cane, like a little one?
It's proportionate with the broom. It's not going to be like, I'm mounting a literal horse head onto a broom.
I know.
It's proportionate.
She stares at it and holds back a laugh.
And then
But it's not. Go ahead.
Underneath, it just there's a like in multiple like colors and everything, and very apparent child writing is the words wildfire under it.
She like puts. She's just. I think we can make this happen. And then she like pulls out a like box and everything with it's like from underneath the counter, and places it on the front. Opens it up. and inside there are horse heads mount like things to screw on the front of your broom of different. She's like, it just depends on what breed you want for the horse. They're not real horses. I'm just saying, like, they're not real, but it is like
I would
modeled off
be
of
very concerned if there were horses in there.
Yeah, I was given a concerned look, and I'm like, wait, no, they are all carved out of wood, but they are based off of different horse types. Why don't you pick one from there?
Is there a
And we can attach it.
Clydesdale? Is there like a horse head for like a Clydesdale?
Of course there is.
That's the
There's
one.
one for everything.
That's the one that he chooses.
Best horse.
She smiles and she's like, now the tumbleweeds. I just didn't. You'd like that carved into the side, or
Oh yes, everything in there, everything that's on that picture.
even the little fire at the bottom
I mean,
with the name? Would you like me to etch the name into the broom?
yes, with the fire effects and everything.
Of course. And my dear, this is going to be very fun. I can, if I may keep this for a time, as reference. I can get this to you, most likely tomorrow. I have some time tonight after the shop closes to start working on this, and I could just have it shipped to your home. Feel free to, and then she like she pulls out a clipboard with like paperwork. Feel free to fill out this paperwork. Make sure you put in your height and weight and dimensions.
He
And
writes like the moment she gives him, he like kind of like tunes out what she says and just fills out everything.
And a contact number in case, I have any questions, but I can absolutely get this to you. If not tonight, then most likely tomorrow morning.
Oh, something very important as well. Can you kind of put a side basket on it? Say big enough for give me a sec. Pulls out his phone, he flips through it and shows her a picture of chips about that size raccoon.
Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. She looks at it and she's like, "Oh my, yes, absolutely. Oh wow, he is large, isn't he?"
He is big boy.
Okay. Have you flown with him in a side basket before?
Not really a side basket. Some of the times he sits, in front of me. Other times he's on my shoulder. I mean, you should see him. He's got his own little flight goggles and everything.
That's adorable. With how things are, I don't believe that I can make it a side basket. But if you're okay with that, I can have an additional seat on either the front or back of you.
That works.
I'm just thinking about the balance of things. I will absolutely go ahead and pick out your Daredevil's duster that you would like. And I will get started on the pricing of this.
Is it?
It shouldn't be too much, but I just.
By the way, miss, I'm gonna be paying for this broom, and he's gonna point out to the rest of the people, and I'll be paying for their brooms as well.
Oh.
And then he's just gonna take the card out. He's gonna put it on the desk and the little table in front of her.
Now, that black Amex card, does it have your name on it?
It has his name on it. It has his name on it.
Okay, so she She takes it and she's looking at it and she's Beauregard Reginald Sinclair IV.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Sinclair, I know you're not going to believe this, but I may have met a relative of yours some time ago. He was a very kind man. This is
Probably my granddad.
My time does fly.
He was number
right.
3. I'm number 4.
Yes, absolutely. Sinclair the Third, Sinclair the Fourth. She has a moment where she's like, wait, your father, but then she decides not to question it. She's like, oh, you know what? Mother's side. Could be a thing. It's fine. All right. Well, then go ahead and hang on to that. She hands it back to you.
Okay.
Until everyone's done, and we'll bring it up at the end.
Okay. He's gonna just walk over and like begin to like peruse the Daredevil's dusters until he finds the one he wants, and he just takes it off the rack, and
You can set it aside, or
he's just gonna carry it around with him as he's like going and just pretty much perusing with the rest of the group as they choose their brooms.
and then you hear Simon go, no, please don't, no test flights inside. And then he like runs to the back. He like runs to the back where you see like a, not college age, but a smaller child grabbing a broom and like running with it.
What do you have? A knife.
No.
It's like the picture of the little girl playing with the little sparkler, being all cute, and in the background there's a little boy running with a firecracker that's like spitting fire, and he goes, "Someone gave me fire!" This is running.
Somebody gave me fire.
Little Roman candles.
Hey, you know what? I used to hold Roman candles up and pretend I was a wizard, so it all works. Who's next? Bueller?
Okay, I guess I'll go. As as I mentioned before, she's looking for stuff that's like colorful.
Mhm.
Definitely old school type of broom. That's usually just a bunch of like twig, like a broom, but how brooms were made way back in the day when they were made of actual just like sticks,
Mhm.
you know. She is not going to be too terribly picky right now because she's planning on like fully customizing it herself anyway. But she is looking for that old style kind of broom where, yes, the handle is polished and everything, but looks like twisted and rugged. Like it has some character to it than just some, flawless, smooth sort of handle that most brooms usually tend to have.
Got it. So Arabella notices that in the front room, you're not really like you're the brooms are the colors that you want, but they're too polished. You're looking for something different, and when you explain, what you're looking for to her, she's like, I think I saw something like that in the back. Just give me a moment. And then she goes up to Maple, talks with her for a little bit, and then walks to the back and comes out with this purple, this, for some reason the wood, it is wood, but it's looks like it was dyed purple, but in different lighting it changes to blue. and it is
Ooh.
exactly that, like, twisted knot and everything, and it looks like not quite as, even though most of the brooms there are handmade, but they do kind of have like seem somewhat manufactured feel to it because you have to keep up with business, honestly.
Of course.
So, Maple for the most part just kind of makes one broom as a model and then tries to, kind of recreate it as close as possible. This broom seems like it was made like as part of her hobby brooms that just she just had an idea and she ran with it.
Oh, you said the magic words. She
So,
said, oh my word, this is gorgeous. I don't think I've seen anything like it.
it is actually one of a kind, and I got Maple's permission. She is willing to sell it. Uh, and
Oh,
along with, I'm pretty sure that there's a craft store nearby here that sells some flowers, as well for they dry flowers and they have some, different colored twine and everything you can add to it. So, but,
oh my.
you know and then, of course, we do have Claire's that we can run to for some charms and everything.
Flares.
I
I got
mean,
an
it's fall.
icing, thank you.
Well, it's icing now. Oh god, remember Justice?
Oh, I do now. Forgot about it.
Yeah.
Um, she's like, oh my, if this is special that she made, I don't want to have her feel like she needs to give up something if she's quite proud of this project. She should be proud. It's so finely made.
And then Maple just calls over from the counter and she's just like, I had a feeling that someone was going to need it. And
Oh.
if I know anything, I have a feeling now that that person is you.
Oh my word. Are you a soothsayer of some kind?
Uh, I do specialize a little bit in divination, but,
That might be it right there. Oh, darling, you have a gift. Not just the divination thing. I mean just this craftsmanship. Oh my word. Teddy, take a look at this. I know you appreciate wood. Take a look at this fine craft.
And he'll immediately take a look at it and run his fingers along the grain of the wood, and you can hear him mumble under his breath, almost like it's a checklist, of how it was varnished, how it was polished, how it was carved, what it was carved from. Uh, I mean, he was a lumberjack for what 30, 40 years before he retired. So this man knows his wood, and he'll just look at Beatrice, and without even saying anything, sorry, Leatrice, my bad.
I
And
keep doing
without,
that too. I'm sorry.
I know, I know. And then he'll look at Leatrice, and wordlessly he'll just nod at her once as a sign of approval.
Yeah. Like,
Oh my word, he approves. Oh, he loves it. Which she knows his emotions.
Yeah.
It. Oh, well, I mean, of course, I always love it if you love it too, Teddy. But I mean, I have to get this. If that's again quite all right with you, darling, I would absolutely love this, and I will spruce it up to make it, my own little personal broom and give it the love and care that it so deserves.
absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, bless you, darling. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Teddy, I can't wait until you find yours.
He will nod once more when she says that she's excited for him to find his broom, as he uh just looks around a little bit, and we'll get back to him when it's his turn. But yeah, he definitely has that one excited nod that he gives her when she says that.
Is it just a trunk?
Cute. Yes. His broom he described is a tree trunk.
It's a whole ass tree.
It's a
Okay.
whole ass tree. Maybe a small. It doesn't have to be a redwood tree or anything like that, but it is.
It's a ficus.
It was grown
large.
perfect. You butchered by the hand.
All right. Anyone want to go next?
I mean, I
Volunteer.
can go next if you want. We could just segue straight into him.
Alrighty.
It's easier. Yeah. I think he would start looking around, right?
Yeah. And
And oh,
sorry. You
Uh,
don't really find any tree trunk size, but there are
no.
some larger brooms in the big and tall section.
Yeah, I think what he'd end up doing eventually, considering he's not going to find that here, is he'd probably like just wander around the store, right? And almost, like how old people absent-mindedly or accidentally wander into places they're not supposed to wander. He'd probably pull the old man and just wander off into the more workshop part of the store, if there is one, where she's the where Miss Maple's actually like carving the trees out of the raw material, the brooms out of the raw materials or whatnot,
Mhm.
if that even exists.
Yeah.
And yep.
Maple definitely allows you. She loves Leatrice. She's like, oh my goodness, she reminds me of my mother.
The Leatrice effect.
And she's like, oh well, if you're together, you know what, and Arabella's with you, I fully, you're allowed in my workshop. But Arabella's still gonna like look in there just to make sure that you don't touch anything too sharp.
Oh, for sure.
Um, there is the workshop there. And there's the way I imagine the store is, it is a regular store, but then, there's the counter, and then behind the counter, there's a door that leads to the workshop. And then next to the counter, there's a little hallway that goes and a door to the left that is where like the storage is, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where Arabella came out with the Leatrice's broom. So those are like the finished brooms and then the workshop.
Yep. So we're definitely headed to the workshop of side of things, and knowing him, what interests him here is the raw materials used to make these.
Mhm.
So
So
he'd Mhm.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope, you're fine.
Uh, too polite for my own good. Uh, so
Look, I'm the same.
And
You're
he's the
DM, go ahead,
Canadian.
right? But you're the DM, so take precedence. Go ahead.
So there are different trees growing different trees there along with like not necessarily planks, but like cut up bits of the wood that is meant for that. You notice a there are a couple different types of trees that have yet to be cut up, um that relatively would look like to be fit your size.
Perfect.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I know nothing to I know next to nothing about trees and tree types.
Mm-hmm.
I know Minecraft somewhat.
You
So
are a
there's an oak,
you are
there's
a
a spruce, there's a birch, and then whatever one you choose, or if there's a fourth, there could be a fourth one that you decide on, and it's totally
Yeah.
fine.
If there's a somewhat young uh
Mhm,
oak tree, he would probably go with that. Something sturdy,
mhm,
as oak wood is known to be fairly resilient, and he'd probably go with something like that. That has at least as far as a broom is concerned, this would probably end up, this would probably end up having quite the diameter by comparison. But yeah, that's definitely what he'd go straight for if there is one. Um, Provided the tree was just kind of like dropped off, as one would say,
Yeah.
he'd probably pick the darn thing up, like branches, roots, and all, and just be like, "I'm taking this one."
Oh, that's and Arabella's like, that's a tree. That's just it's
Yeah,
not a broom yet.
I'm taking this one.
And in her mind, she's like, "Oh my god, he's gone into he's lost it. He has dementia, something." I'm
and he, he's gonna poke his head out the door. Probably not even able to bring the tree through that particular door. He'll probably have to like break out back or something to get
and
it
it's,
back out through
because he
the
went
delivery doors. You know what I mean?
yeah, and because he went behind the counter and everything, so she's right there in front of the door that's she's just left it open
Mm-hmm.
in case
And
here in case
he'd
anything.
probably just peek his head out the door and be, "Hey, Leah, come check what I found."
She'll definitely add to the vision of crazy where she's just like, "Oh my word, it's just your size. That's exactly what you're looking for."
Arabella's
He
like,
just nods. He goes, "It's perfect."
she's she just like turns and like slowly walks. She's like talking to Maple. She's like, "Okay, sure." And Maple is like, "Oh yeah, yeah, no, it's." She's like placating her, and she's like, "It's okay." Or not placating, but like calming
This
her
is
down.
normal.
It's fine. Like this is fine, dog. Like this is fine. It's alright. And then Maple is and like she's just like, oh, like, and Arabella mans the counter as Maple goes to the back and she checks in. She's like, so did you find anything like a specific wood type or anything you'd like?
And he'll point at the whole ass tree that he now has mostly loaded on his shoulder. He's gonna go with this one. It's perfect.
Okay. You know what? That is easier for me. Believe it or not, I wouldn't have to do, the additional steps. I mean, and it seems like it actually would fit you. All right, go ahead and leave the tree there for now, and I'll have you fill out some paperwork of what type of bristles you'd like and what type of twine. And I don't
No,
think that you'd
it's
like any
perfect as
certain.
it is. Thank you.
It, I. It hasn't been imbued with magic yet or anything. Or, I mean, I, I mean, it's.
Um, yeah, sorry. It's that picture that just got dropped in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it together, but you guys are killing me here. Yeah, when she says that that it hasn't been imbued with magic or anything, um, could I have some of Theo's magic manifest here?
Give me a
L-
roll of
Look, he's a lumberjack. He's a tree hugger. This is
it's
this is his new son. He is not letting it in anyone's hands at this point.
and totally fine. You can have it. It's just not a broom yet.
Look,
She's got
Not
a
with that attitude.
she's got to broomify
It's
it.
look, it still has roots. The roots, I can use the roots to brush something with it. It's fine, all right. It's a broom if you think hard, if you look at it hard enough.
How are you planning? I'm just for my mind. How are you
Yes,
planning to fly the broom? Is it roots first or leaves first?
leaves first, obviously. The roots are the bristles,
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna fly this
right?
tree.
Obviously.
Like, come on.
As
I-
reliability paper.
I came prepared, all right? I've been thinking about this.
This motherfucker isn't going to be riding the tree. He's going to be standing on it. Let's be fair.
I mean, look, I'm not confirming or denying anything until my dice have spoken, because let's be real, my dice are going to be the ones who determine this.
Okay, so what would you like your nature magic to do? What is your goal?
In this particular case, like you said, it hasn't been turned into a broom or magified in any way, shape, or form, right? It's still just a tree trunk at this point. I would like, if again at all possible, for the magic that he has, because remember he was a lumberjack, right? So I'd like for the magic that he has to basically just kind of trim the tree a little bit, get rid of the extra branches that aren't necessary. Maybe have the tree reorganize its roots in an angle or a way that make it look like more like bristles. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of clean up the broom a little bit, clean up the
Okay.
tree a little bit.
And
If
I'm
not,
gonna
I
make
mean,
it
look, I'm going to the hardware store after. I could just grab a hatchet and do it myself.
and I'm gonna be I'm gonna make things a little easier of the roots are already, it was ripped out of the ground, so I don't think that the roots are going to be too much of an issue. There's
Okay.
just like spare branches
Okay.
on the tree and some leaves. So your goal is to kind of get rid of those.
But just clean it up a little bit, right? We
Yeah.
can keep some leaves at the front. Hell, I don't even mind imbuing this thing with magic, so it stays semi alive while we're doing this. I don't even mind. It's more a question of just streamlining the design of the tree in a natural manner, if at all possible.
Okay. I'm debating on it being a brainstorm or a grit. Let me pull out my handy dandy notebook and this would be a form of transfiguration, I think. And so
Mhm.
go ahead and give me a charms roll, difficulty of 7.
Okay, and since we're doing magic, I'm adding the D4 to that, correct?
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah. It's fine. You know what? I'll leave it a 7. First roll of the night, we'll figure it out.
I mean, if you
Yes,
want to
you're going
crank
to
it
use
up, go ahead. I haven't rolled the dice yet. It's up to you. You're the DM.
difficulty of 9.
All right. Let's see what
Is
the
it
dice have to
still
say.
it's still a tree.
Well,
A literal
I rolled an
tree.
8. I rolled an 8 on the D8 and a 1 on the D4, so that's 9, and the 8 does explode.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Plus 1, so that's a 10.
Oh, okay, so you rolled again. Okay, so it's a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so you hear wood creaking and cracking, and and the bark kind of sheds off like a lizard's skin or a snake skin when it sheds. It just kind of peels away easily on some areas, but not necessarily others. Just so you have that like tree-like look to the tree bark look to it.
Yeah, it just smooths over. Like, again, it cleans up, quote unquote. I get it.
Keeps you from getting too many splinters. It's, sanded in some places, and the roots are already in one direction. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to best explain this. There are some branches, like there's 2 branches that land like this. So if you want to, you can use them as handlebars.
You good?
Uh some of and the leaves remain, but like the branches only go out a certain amount and they kind
Mhm.
of just shed off. So
Okay.
you still have some branches, and then the other ones that are like smaller just kind of fall off.
Mhm.
And it just kind of prevents it from being a tree to a more of a broom-like state.
Okay. Very good.
Um, and Mabel just looks at you and she's like, "Oh, well, that would have came in handy a lot. Oh, if you could teach me that, that would be very useful." Yes, absolutely. Okay, yes, sure. Is there anything you need me to do about it? I suppose I could
He-
charge you for the tree, but
he he's gonna pat the tree, and he's gonna mumble again something along the lines of just have to let the tree do the work.
Hmm.
And he kind of gives it a quick hug. He's perfect.
Are you gonna name the tree?
Oh yes, he's called Tim,
I forgot.
short
Yep.
for Timber.
Yep.
Oh, it is just perfect for you, sweetie. I see.
Alrighty.
I knew you'd find something that would be perfect for you.
I'm dying over here.
Alrighty, and we have two others next. Who wants to go next?
All right. So Johnny's gonna go up to Arabella and basically be like, all right, so look, I'm a real like suck ass broom flyer. So like I need like I don't know, like baby's first like if you got a broom with training wheels on it, like that's a little bit more my speed because I outside of like class today, I have literally never done this before.
Well, I don't think that training wheels necessarily is the best form of phrase or the best word because they're brooms, but I understand what you're getting at. Uh, you know what? There are some beginner brooms over here, and she like looks to for a second and like looks like she's gonna like try to reach out her hand to like grab it and guide you, but then she thinks better of it,
Hmm.
and she's like, just follow me, and then she just beelines for it, does not look around, does not look back immediately, is just all right. Yeah, there's beginner brooms here.
Hmm.
They are really easy to handle. Some of these even have seats. I
That
know they
sounds
all have like
awesome.
regular seats, like, kind of different bicycle seats, but some of these like
Hmm.
I don't think we could put a recliner on it, but like I that would be really cool if we could. But like there's definitely some seats on it and some extra bristles for like that and wind resistance and some with handlebars to kind of help you guide it with the wind.
Okay. Um. So he kind of goes through and um looks at like what's available, and he finds one that is um I would say it's like I don't know, maybe about 6.5 feet long. Um, but is like kind of like crookedy. And it has like a kind of like a almost like a motorcycle seat on it. Where kind of like where it connects to the bristles.
Mm.
Um, with um almost like they had the racing brooms that had
Mm.
like the stirrups on it. So it's got that. And it's got a like a redwood like like polished
Finish.
redwood finish. Yeah. But like natural brown bristles and like and it's not like a shiny like brand new looking leather seat. It's like kind of like looks like it was worn in, kinda.
Like
Um
it was a used room or
no, it's just like the seat had been weathered.
mm,
So it's like a new seat, like, it's a new broom, a new seat and all that, but it's like it's not like you wouldn't have to like really break it in, essentially.
mhm.
Like it looks like it would be
Kind of like how
comfortable.
some people have jeans that come in pre-ripped.
Yeah, like that.
Got it. She's like,
Uh
so she's like, oh, okay, that's a daring dodger. It's definitely one of the easiest brooms to handle, and that that seat is definitely looks pretty comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. If you want, you can bring it to the front, and if you have questions, let me know.
All right. Yeah, that's no problem at all. I'll definitely catch you up on that. And he's gonna take his broom to the front.
Right?
I kind of picture the stirrups like when he's just carrying it, he can like fold the stirrups up and like
Oh, I mean that's
yeah,
needed. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Because otherwise he's just like knocking shit over. And he's just trying to get to the front of the store.
That's what I was worried about with the tree being so wide.
Nah, it's fine. He's got
It's
it.
fine. All right, Duncan, your turn.
Duncan's just kind of walking around the broom store. Again, he was kidnapped. He's here against his will. So he's just meandering around the store. He's not really interested in any of the shiny stuff. The display models, like, buy me because I'm super cool. Blah 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 brooms.
Brand new,
Um,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah, like he
Shiny and
ignores.
bright colors.
Yeah, he ignores all that stuff, and he's walking around, and honestly, he's about to just give up and just say screw it. Um, and then like he feels like a tug, and he looks around, and there's just this unattended, dark, shadowy corner of the store that just calls out to him, and he just kind of drifts over to that direction and just propped up, like literally, like almost out of sight completely, is just this dark brown knurled broom, um with like a giant black knot at the head, and just straight like alabaster black bristles. And he just grabs it, and he's just like, and he just steps out of the shadows, you know and he's like, I'll take this one.
And Simon comes out from the back with the kid, and he's like holding the broom, and he's, oh, don't I mean no one's really wanted that. And then Arabella looks like nudges him. He's like, yeah, that's a good broom. And it's just like, and you could tell that it's not necessarily anything evil about the broom, but it's more just like no one has wanted it for a while. No one has ever looked in that corner because, it's not really lit up. Everyone's so focused on the newer brooms and everything. And like the colorful ones, the lily pilly brooms. Uh, or not necessarily lily pilly brooms, but lily pilly-esque brooms. Um, and so when he's like, "Oh, I don't know if you want that," it's she and like Arabella's like, "Dude, he's like the perfect one for it. It's totally fine." Okay. So that room is, let me see. And she like looks it over, and she's, "Oh, that's a mastermind sweeper." Yeah. That's It's a little weird. Like, I'm sorry. No, I know you want it. I mean that it's got that knot in the front, and not a lot of people really like it. It's kind of like dark and spooky, but like, I mean,
I don't see anything wrong with it.
if you don't see anything wrong with it, there's nothing wrong with the broom. It's just all looks. It's totally fine. I Yeah, it's kind of cool and edgy and stuff. And you could tell Arabella's like really trying to like back up the whole like sales thing of calling it weird. And she just, because sometimes she just doesn't have a filter and she just says things. But
Duncan's very confused because he's like I'm gonna buy this for him.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, I already picked it. Why are you trying to like make the sale? So she's, yeah, so just go to the front. Maple can help you, okay? And she like gives you a thumbs up, and then she sees like another kid running, and she's just like, I'll be right back. And she goes and she like grabs him by like the collar of his shirt. She's like, nope. And then is like directing him back there. So with all of you deciding on your brooms, Maple hands both Duncan and Johnny some paperwork if they. She's like, now this is necessary in order to buy a broom. And she like hands Leatrice some paperwork and like essentially just fill it out, sign it. It's signs that you bought it and that it's a receipt. And if you have any modifications, let me know. Now, these brooms, they need to be packaged, and a couple of you, or one of you, Bo, I need to actually make yours. So I can ship them all tonight. So you guys can feel free to wander the mall and complete your shopping if you want. And I can have these shipped out to you tonight or tomorrow morning. Before I would say before school starts, but she doesn't know that you're part of the college, but she kind of assumes because Arabella's with you, so she's just like before school before anything happens in the morning.
No, you're right. Before school.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you nailed it on the head there.
So Bo, I will take that card now, and she like
hands her the card again.
And she like goes to the register, which is like that old 1800s type register where she's just like she's typing like mad and like that, and then that's order number.
It's got the elevated
and
keys and everything.
Yes, absolutely. The typewriter sounds, everything. It looks like it's made out of brass or whichever metal it's made out of. It is heavy as shit. Like it is
Tungsten.
fused to that counter. It will not move. Not every metal is tungsten.
In the wizarding
She's
world,
she's got to pull a leverage for calculations.
Yeah,
the only metal in this wizarding world is tungsten.
And yet somehow they've jackassed a fucking square reader to the top of it.
Yeah. And she's just like, okay. And she's like, does this have tap? Like Google Pay?
I guess.
And like she's still kind of like iffy about adding the new thing to the thing. She's like, okay, she swipes it. She instead of tapping it, she's like, I don't know if it'll work on this. So she's like, okay. And she like, or no, before she swipes it, she like writes down the price on the piece of paper and like hands it to you. And it's expensive, but there's still like a 20% off discount on it.
He gives her a thumbs up.
Okay.
Hey, at least a couple of us bought ours off the rack, right?
Mine's an antique.
One of a kind.
Mine could have been the wreck.
Yeah, it's like the names of all the brooms and then just X
tree
-tree. And it's like it's like 30 it's like $20 for the tree itself because he did all the work. So, and she swipes it, hands it to you and everything. Now with that, I think that we do need to take a little bit of a bathroom break. I know I sure do. And then we can get back to some more shopping. But your main quest was done for the day. Thank you for doing that with me. Hooray!
Yay!
All right, stick
Yay.
with us, everybody. We are going to take a short break. We will be right back.
It's good times.
Okay, we are back.
I thought it was adorable.
Hey, welcome back. So,
So I think as soon as we're done with the brooms, Bo's gonna look around the group. He's like, I don't know about the rest of you, but all I've had to eat today is a Pop-Tart and a couple of the cookies Miss Lilybilly gave us. So I'm kind of starving. Food court.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
right?
one of those places. Yeah. Oh, that'd be lovely.
Arabella looks up to you and she's like, I will meet you guys there. And then she's like talking to a couple different customers and everything and just like trying to help them and trying to like get out. And she's like, I will be there in like give me like 10 minutes.
Text me your order. I'll get you the food while you're over here.
Oh, hell yeah, Del Taco?
There's a Del Taco in the mall?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Man,
Now there's a Del.
why can't this food court, why can't this mall actually exist?
It existed a while ago.
It's like
Back in the old days.
if you look at it now, most malls are that one Mongolian barbecue that's been there since the mall first opened, and then just a bunch of like sad empty stalls with like no other food in the food court.
That's my food court, where it's like, look at this full food court. Well, full as in where there should be a lot of things, but there's really like 3 things to choose from.
Yep.
Yippee!
And then like only one of them is open.
And the others are just garbage. It's like, ugh, I don't want to eat there.
So you head towards the food court, and along the way you see, there's like little kiosks and everything for like selling watches or hats. And then one right across from the food court, you notice it has little charms and like beads for like beaded bracelets. And there is like a vase of flowers there that it's like obviously like a bouquet, like a full thing.
Oh, I think that's where we need to go after this. That'd just be perfect for what I need.
No, we can stop there now if you want. That way we're not getting food grease or anything on it afterwards.
Oh, no, I got a bag that can help carry all that stuff. I'm not worried at all.
Oh.
Plus, I got napkins.
I mean, it's right here.
I keep napkins in my bag too.
Everyone does. Pockets.
Well, you said it's across from the food court, right?
Yeah, it's right. It's like right across it. Like it's the kiosk and then the opening of the food court.
Oh, yeah, no, it's right there. Everyone else seems so famished. Let's just eat and relax, and we've got the whole rest of the afternoon ahead of us. But I do appreciate you.
Where the fuck did my phone go?
So, you skip out on the kiosk and head towards the food court. And the food court is really decent. There's an Orange Julius, there's a Del Taco, there's a Panda Express, there's a Pizza Hut for like mini pizzas specifically, and along
McDonald's and a Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's a McDonald's Taco Bell combo. There is a Rainforest Cafe, or at least there was. Right now it's down for
God.
maintenance. And it also
The
may
gorilla
not.
broke down again.
Ah, damn it. Always the gorilla, the elephant.
It's one of those where it's like down for maintenance, but you don't know when it'll open up again or if it'll open up again.
Fucking
Because-
Freddy Fazbear's Rainforest Cafe.
Plot twist. We're doing a Five Nights at Freddy's campaign now. No,
Gregory,
I'm the
you
duck.
ordered the red cream soda.
there's along with, a Mrs. Fields there's a like Greek thing that has like fresh pita bread and fresh, food. So if you're looking for something healthier, there's like a little bit for everything. For a little bit for everyone.
Nah, man, I want them to just hunk off some of that greasy meat tornado that they have at the Greek
They-
place.
The greasy
do-
meat tornado.
They do have a meat tornado, a stack of meat that they
Look.
are carving off of.
I'm just gonna say right now, the food court in Canada, whenever I meet Tilt, I shit you not, it is huge. It should be part of its own floor in itself, as every single type of food you can think of is there. Like, it is ridiculous, and I'm just like, why don't we have any of these where I am? You have literally everything to pick from.
I mean, yes, but on the flip side, we don't have Target, so you win some, you lose some.
Oh, that's right. That makes me sad now. Moving on.
Could you still order Target online and have it delivered?
Probably.
For like an insane delivery
I
markup.
think so. Probably. But
Yeah.
yeah, they used to exist there, but not anymore. So it's like, oh. But like, seriously, like, we get Thai, like, really good Thai food when we're there and everything. They've got a freaking, like, cafe and just, they have a sushi bar. They got everything you can think of. I'm like, Jesus, this is like quality. I miss it.
All right. And so you guys head into certain places and everything. Bo, you get a buzz on your phone for like, a McDonald's order and all that. But there's no other specific things. You guys could choose whichever food you want and then meet up at the table. There's a big table for all of you guys to sit at.
Yeah.
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Johnny's not gonna pass up this opportunity. He is going to go to the Del Taco. He's going to get a steak macho burrito, and with like the fire sauce, and a large Coke. Ooh, and some of their fries, like a large fry.
Del Taco fries are top tier, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I'm so fucking sad they don't have Del Taco up here.
Yeah, so glad we're in California.
I don't eat there.
Fair.
But now I want to try their fries.
Their fries are really good.
They do the crinkle cuts, so.
Oh, those are hard to come by. Yeah.
Sonic started doing them now.
Oh, we got that. All right.
All right. Bo, where you headed?
I think Bo's going to Del Taco as well.
All right.
Please tell me that they have macho nachos.
Of it's magic, and
Okay.
it's my campaign. Of course, they have macho nachos.
I was just asking because they brought them back and then they took them away from us again.
Made me cry. I can only hope that it'll be like a McRib situation, and then it shows up like once a year.
Yeah, when there's a run on tortilla chips.
Yep. So yeah, Bo's just gonna go and he's gonna get an order of macho nachos and then
I want Del Taco now.
the soft chicken taco combo. So I think it's like the number 6 here.
Oh my god, we ordered too much from there.
No such thing.
All right. Duncan, were you eating?
Duncan goes to the Greek place, and he brings back a pile of food.
Goes to where?
The Greek place.
The Greek
The
place.
Greek place.
Got it.
Yep,
They like
he's got gyro and dolma and spini kopita and
All the good
souvlaki.
shit. There's that sneeze. Okay.
Bro, it's been 2 hours.
I know. I felt it for
I'm
that long.
charging shit up like Dragon Ball over here.
And this is what it's like to go even further beyond.
Teddy and Leatrice, where are you going to eat?
Hello.
Hi. Sorry. Knowing Ted, I'm sure he only eats anything that Leatrice makes.
Basically.
So of course she packed his lunch. However, they do go to a she does hit up the what's it called? Not an Orange Julius, Jamba Juice to pick up, some smoothies, of course. She loves her home cooking, but she's definitely not opposed to, eating something else. Um, I'm just gonna be inspired by the older people that come into my store when I work at Panda Express. She's just gonna find something that's like got a lot of rice and a lot of spice on it, just like all the spice and shrimp. You know what? Thai food. It probably would be Thai food now that I think about it. Just be like some sort of like pad Thai with shrimp that's like spicy. And this woman is hearty. She don't need no Tums. She will have that. As of course she has
magic.
exactly. As of course she and she's got like nothing. It's not like super crazy, but she does have like it's almost bento box style for Ted to have all his stuff, and it's a lot of food. She even has like a little
Double
corner
stack.
with like dessert. Yeah, it's like assortment of like different sandwiches and like homemade jerky and stuff like that, and then of course our Jamba juices together as she scooches on up next to him as she starts eating her, as everyone can smell the spice from this pad thai.
It's like burning everyone's noses slightly, but like it smells really good.
And you can see that Teddy like is almost crying because it's like how spicy it is. Like it's literally like running, like he literally has tears running out of his eyes, but he's just kind of like stoically just sitting next to her and like grinning and bearing with it. But like you can see that he's really not good with spice, and that's just not his cup of tea.
Oh, that's why he has his bento box.
Pretty much.
The double-decker bento. All right.
That's why she looks out for him.
All right. So, you eat your food, chill out for a little bit and everything. Um, Arabella texts Bo again saying like just got held up. I'm so sorry. I'll be on the way soon. Are you guys done eating now? Or you're muted.
Sorry. He's gonna text her back. It's like, yeah, we're almost done, but I got you. I got your food.
All right. So you guys finish up eating. Arabella texts back like you know what, you can have it. I'll grab some when I'll grab something when I get there. And she like sends you a thumbs up and all that.
He's just gonna send it back to her. He just be like, sweet bonus Big Mac.
So the day goes on, you finish eating up and everything.
I think once like it's getting everybody or everybody's like finishing up, not being the typical mall monster that people are, and they don't pick up their goddamn trash if they're done eating.
Thank you.
Bo's just gonna start like packing stuff in as much as he can, like in like the bag that he had from like Del Taco, and just like putting everything in there and gathering up the
Stacking
trays.
things.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple trash cans, couple trash cans nearby you, but they're full. There
Okay,
is
that at least checks that it's a mall.
yeah. Um But you did notice that there was a trash can near the kiosk earlier that you could just like throw it into.
All right.
Right.
I guess like we just saunter over to the trash can on our way towards the kiosk.
Yeah, you have to head there anyway. And as you throw away everyone's trash, you just hear like a whisper in your ear of
Trash fairies?
that you no, you just can't make it out yet. You don't know what happened. And then the next thing you know, all of you are no longer in the mall. As soon as he throws that trash away, you look around and you have been transported to it's it's still outside, but it looks like the side of a hill. There's some rocks nearby, but like, angled in certain ways, but there's, you know, there could but be like a farm nearby, but overall it's just grassland on a hilltop. Um
Okay,
Bo,
I didn't do
hey
that.
Bo, what the hell did you just throw away?
Trash.
Did you? Well,
Like,
of course it just recycles. This is it recycling.
Yeah, did you separate it? You're supposed to separate
of
it.
course I separated it.
I don't know, man. I didn't see it.
um
Yeah, look, my family tracks cryptids and stuff. I don't think trash fairies are a real thing.
Where's
Fairies are.
I was gonna say, where's Radar? She would be able to tell us.
Radar's not there.
I,
Ruth
I
is
think we
not
lost her
with
when
you.
we passed the bookstore.
Well, shit. All right. What time of day is it?
High noon.
Yeah, okay.
No. It's still sunny out.
All right.
It's still like it's not like a pocket dimension. You've just
Look,
all of a sudden you're on a hill.
I was gonna pull out his phone and open up Google Maps to like the GPS view to see exactly where they're at.
And you notice that uh your phone is kind of not working. There's no internet.
Of course, we're in a dead zone.
It's not just no internet, it's just kind of like frozen. It's just for the first time in like ever.
Anyone else's phone messed up here?
Oh, right, that's a thing I have. Let me check. Hold on. I'll pull it out and take a look at my phone.
Is it a flip phone?
No, actually, because she does have kids and grandkids, so she would want to have a phone that could do like FaceTime and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it's a fancy phone.
And all of you have no internet whatsoever. And
My Candy Crush working.
no, I'm sorry, no, it's not just no internet, it's your phone's
No
just
bars.
frozen. None of the apps open up or anything.
So is it actually like the smack like middle of the day?
Let's see, you guys had class. I forgot that we left after class. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably late afternoon.
late afternoon, yeah.
Okay. So at the very least, uh Johnny kind of looks up. He's like, "All right, so at the very least, we know that way is west, and that's all I got. But hey, I found west."
Are we supposed to walk somewhere, maybe?
And um the Bo, you look over to see like over the edge of the hill where you're at, and if you look down, you can see the mall, but like decently far away.
Oh, I found the mall.
So you're pretty far away, and
To
then you hear,
the west, right? I knew that was going to be helpful.
You know, it was helpful, but the mall's south from here.
Well, you can't win them all.
you know what? Knowing where west is important to find south. So
Yeah,
no,
team effort.
you hear someone walking as you're looking down at the mall. You hear someone walking, not right behind you, but down the path. It's like, wow, I got more than I expected with that one.
Yeah, well, what now?
There's 1, 2, 3, wow, 5 of you, and this is
Ow.
wand.
Wand.
This is wand. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 5 of you. Wow, okay.
Bo's gonna turn and like look at whoever the hell's talking.
I mean, I'd say I'm probably a bit outnumbered. I might need some help here.
Okay, yeah, is some kind of joke or some sort of hazing ritual that oh, gotta pick on the new kids, or what's going on?
Oh, you wish it was a joke. And then she like flicks her hand to next to her. Troglodytum. And coming up from the ground, like the ground rumbles and you hear something like breaking through the earth and the dirt and the grass. And it keeps getting larger and larger until you realize that there is a 18 to 20 foot tall troll that she summoned.
Cool.
That is not the natural habitat for a troll.
No, it isn't. But I won't need him for long.
What does
Number
this
one.
woman look like?
Sorry. She has she is probably around the age of 27, 26.
Oh, so still young. Okay.
Yeah, still young. With like dark red hair and green eyes and like really like sharp makeup. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of like mine, like with the sharp wing and like
That eye
eyebrows
kind of,
and all that stuff.
sort
Yeah.
of. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I have. Oh, I'm sorry, Spiffy, you were going to say something.
No, it can wait.
Okay. Now I have quite a task ahead of me, so do have to apologize. I'm gonna need you to come with me, but you can't be conscious during.
Oh,
That
you're not
sounds
gonna
like the
hit us
title
over
of
the
your
head.
sex tape.
I'm sorry, too much.
No, you go ahead.
um,
You're not gonna hit us over the head or blindfold us, are you?
nah, it just might need to hurt you a little bit.
Oh, see, no, I don't condone that at all. I'm all for the healing, not for the bleeding.
As you say that, she looks at the troll and like flicks her wand a bit, And the troll nods, and then picks up one of the rocks as it grows in size, and just gets ready to hurl it at you.
All right, so we're doing this.
Yeah, in regular D&D, this would essentially be roll for initiative.
Do you want us to do initiative here?
I mean,
Up to you, depending on if you want to keep it organized or not. Not that it wouldn't be organized, but I mean, like, for your sanity's sake.
So earlier when Corey and I were talking about this fight, because I'm gonna be honest, it helps me through a lot of this.
He's a good boo.
So
I try.
it's kind of not gonna be necessarily initiative order, because she's going to be able to react to each one of you.
Well,
But you have an opportunity here.
I think it's more, instead of like a D&D initiative order, it's more to structure out who's going to go before who. That way it doesn't get too confused and more people are taking more turns than the others.
Got it. That's actually a really good idea. So like player initiative, and
Player
then
initiative,
she's able to.
and she's able to do her thing. Yeah.
All right. Roll for initiative, I guess.
What do you want us to roll? Do you?
What are we rolling?
Just a D20. We'll do it as a regular.
I mean, if you want, we could do D6.
I mean, yeah, there's 5 of you, so.
I mean,
if you get doubles, roll again.
I mean, there's 6 of us.
Yeah. There's 5 of us plus you, so that.
Well, no, she's going to be able. Like, the thing is, like, I want her to be able to react to everyone.
Yeah, I meant like if she's going in the initiative, I guess it's 6 people is what I meant. Sorry.
Got it. Okay.
So what are we rolling?
A D6.
Okay.
Here, I'll get a post-it note for the initiative here.
I got my journal.
Oh, you got your journal? Okay. I rolled a 1.
I'm the DM. You rolled a 1, okay.
Yeah.
Anyone rolled a 2? Any 3?
I rolled a 3.
4? 5.
5.
Roll again.
The 2 of them?
Or roll off.
Rollies.
Yeah, like whichever one is 3.
Yeah.
And Duncan? I'm trying to call you guys by your character's name, but it's
I rolled another 5.
rolled another 5? Okay.
Ow.
And then Tilt, you rolled a 6 with the D6 then?
Sorry, I was muted. I actually rolled a 2 earlier and did not realize I was muted. That's on me, might be.
Got it. Okay. So
I'm in the same room as Zoro, and we're trying to not echo through each other's microphones. So as soon as I'm done speaking, I mute, and then sometimes I forget to unmute.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, so then it would go Azarin, Spiffy, Zoro, Tilt, and then Corey.
Oh no. I'm at the bottom.
Well, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I'm
I
in
have to
danger.
honor.
I am in danger.
I'm in danger.
Not gonna lie, I wish I rolled a 1. As a support character, I want to go last.
As the healer.
I want to go out and kissy boo boos.
There.
Mm.
All right. So, Azarin, right now you see the troll rear itself back, prepared to throw this like a softball-sized rock to him, kind of like a boulder to the rest of you. Not necessarily a real boulder, but large boulder the size of a small boulder, things like that.
Man, we got a giant about ready to throw something, and Raven and Fox aren't here. Oh no.
I know, right?
They're missing out.
We need the default targets.
Okay. So either are you going to fight, flight, of dodging?
Can I
are you
cover his
something?
eyes? Can I cover his eyes in shadow?
Ooh.
Like, I want to blind
Okay.
him.
Oh.
Flashbang.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Just trying to get the. I had a thing for this. Dang it! I only had the broom saved on my phone.
If you're looking for the thing that you sent me, it's in our DMs.
No, it's okay. I got
If
it.
you're looking for your table.
The classes and types. I got it.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So this would probably be some, it would be some type of charms roll. So, but I'm trying to think of not like actual charms. It's yeah. Go ahead
Could
and
be
give me
maybe
a
a brain.
yeah. You can go ahead and give me a brains roll.
And I get to
And
roll my power die.
of course, because well, not your power die, your magic die.
Magic die.
But yeah, of course you can roll your d4 with it. This is going to be
Well, I rolled a 20 on the d20 and I rolled a 3 on the d4.
Say goodbye to those fucking eyes.
okay. Well, then I don't have to worry too much about that. You succeeded.
D20 also explodes.
Yeah, so second roll is a 14, so that's 34 from the d20 plus another 3, so that's 37.
Damn.
That, yeah.
I might have erased his eyes from existence.
No, so he goes to roll back, and then as he does, like even though it is, still mid-afternoon, like this like black smoke like shadows start, or it's shadows, but it looks almost like smoke starts to cover his head completely, and he's just like whirling, like looking around, like trying to clear himself out, and he just throws it in what he thinks is the direction towards you guys, but it does miss because he is completely blinded and he is also kind of freaking out a little bit.
I was useful.
You were.
He's like, guys, I'm freaking out. I can't
then-
see.
Yep, I got a big head and little arms. Stop sugar when this plan is well thought out. She looks at him. Oh, you oaf! She, waves her wand angrily, and she's able to make the shadows dissipate somewhat, so it's not completely blinded, but his eyesight is still affected, and will be affected until the end of this, because you exploded the 20. Still rolled 14 and then got the magic die and all that stuff. So you did real good, my reality breaking magic or reality bending magic. So still did the thing. So and then because you rolled the 20, because you rolled so well, I'm also going to give the next person a turn because she's using her. So I'm going to give Spiffy like kind of not really attack of opportunity, like you don't roll 2 die and things like that, but because she's so focused on clearing the shadows from his face, you notice that you also have an opportunity to do something.
Okay.
Your turn.
Let me think. I mean, now's as good a time as any to use Johnny Petrelli's signature spell.
Oh my god.
Gun?
No. It's the
Nah.
spell that, like, when we were first creating his character, he said, "Don't tell anyone about this. If you ruin
Yeah.
it for me." So go ahead.
And it's gonna be a difficult one,
Yes.
but it's also gonna be really fucking funny if it works.
Yes.
You just see you see Johnny he draws his wand, he just whips it around, and you hear him shout, "Baby legs!" And
Oh my god.
Now, are you
I think you just
Yeah.
destroyed his microphone.
sorry. So yeah, I'm turning the troll's legs into little baby legs. And I'm assuming that's a charm because it's transfiguration.
Yep, we've discussed that. It's a charm.
Okay, so that explodes. That is a 32.
God.
Cass over here experiencing the horror of every DM imaginable when their players just start rolling godlike.
You guys weren't supposed to be good at this. All right. So, on top of that, the troll is like just trying. It's a poor troll, man. But the troll is just trying to like see what happened, and then all of a sudden, this like 18 to 20-foot troll just like gets so much shorter into, and it has little baby troll legs, and it falls on its butt like a little kid who's like learning how to walk, and then just kind of like wobbles and it's a
All
little
right.
baby legs.
That's not gonna last long. Running time is now. And he's gonna scoot.
You're gonna run away? Okay,
Absolutely.
you have to wait till next turn to do your
That's
run.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
But you're like, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you notice the witch that you are originally fighting is so pissed off at you. That she turns around. She's, "That was my troll, motherfucker." Like, she just can't, she's so mad she can't even come up with a good comeback.
I mean, it's still like half there.
And she whips you, like whips her wand at you. And yeah, that's good enough. And it's like, you notice it's like the softball sized amount of magic, just like at your defense class, but much faster. Clearly she does this often, and it's no trouble for her at all. And I'm sorry, but it does hit you.
Does he do
Okay.
like when we have attacks on us, do we have the ability to react to possibly defend?
If it has not been your turn yet, I will allow
Okay.
something to happen.
I
Because she
mean,
will be able to do a
Theo
reaction
does
to
specialize in
everyone, but-
defense, so I could very easily hold if you guys need me to be on standby for projectiles and whatnot.
at you guys being all tactical and shit. I was not prepared for this. All right. So for Zoro Tilt or Corey, do you respond right before it hits him? Or actually, wait, no. I'm sorry. I just realized that you know what? I realized that it's a fight against your grit for combat for kids on brooms. If it hit, like, so if she aims it at you, we can just do her attack rolls it and then you roll your grit and see.
Okay. So I'm assuming she's most pissed off at me.
Yep, she aimed it at you.
Yeah, that's not super
You turned it
surprising.
into baby legs. She can get the shadows out of his eyes eventually, but roll me a grit, and what did you get?
Still rolling a 14 total.
I could take a picture of my D20 right now. Her fight
No,
is D20. She rolled a 16,
that's fine.
so it does hit you.
As far as I can tell from the thing anyway, it's more about reducing damage than avoiding it altogether. So
So it does hit you.
yeah,
There's
tracks.
some damage. You feel like a shockwave through you, and it knocks you down, but you're not out of your next turn.
Okay.
Like it hurt. You
Okay.
know?
So
Gotcha.
what you're saying is, even though he was knocked down, he can get up again.
Yes. And nothing gonna bring him down. Actually, some people can. But anyway.
I had to.
So, oh, tally marks next to people. That's smart. So because she attacked and everything like that, Zoro, what do you do? I'm sorry, Leatrice.
Oh, well, that's not good. Well, she is going to help poor little Johnny. However, she would like to take care of the immediate problem. Because otherwise just more of these poor kids are just gonna get hurt. So she would like to wave her wand and using the yarn, the multicolored yarn she has from her bag, since she has those wonderful magic needles, she would love to find a way to bind the young lady's hand so she can stop casting spells with them.
Okay.
Dude, what's that thing the kids call these days? A bondage sort of situation?
A binding spell.
Never want to hear you say that again.
What's wrong with an old lady saying bondage?
Oh, God, you're old enough to be my grandma.
Well, I hope so.
No, it's
Okay.
that's a different thing. Not no.
So go ahead and give me a brawn roll.
Oh, God, Braun?
Because it has to be strong enough that she can't get out of it.
Oh, God.
You know, like a bondage thing.
Okay, my
Just
brawn's
picture-
actually not that bad. I'm actually okay. This might be okay.
Your brawn is okay.
Holy shit. It explodes.
Fucking hell. Roll it again.
Just rolled another 8.
Your brawn is a D10.
It's I've been rolling D8. Oh my god. Never mind. Does it count still? Does the first person at least count? God damn it, that's gonna suck.
That's when you roll a 1.
Damn, I thought it was a D8 this whole time.
Yeah.
No, not as
brains
good,
is 8.
but it is a 9. So, you know.
Okay.
Damn. I got double 8s for nothing. She's
And
like,
then-
Yahtzee!
Did you roll your
Grandma, this is bingo.
Did you roll your magic die?
Oh, no, that's a D4, right?
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12.
It does not hit the DC. I'm sorry. I did not tell you that it was. So I need to start telling you guys the DC before you make
Yeah,
your rolls.
we need to wait before you announce before we start making our rolls.
We're so excited to get started in combat. So it doesn't work because she is able to like shake it out.
Does she get at least a little tangled in the yarn? Just a little tangled.
She shakes it out for a second, but also it's yarn. You need a lot of it in order to like fully bind someone. But
oh, you don't think I got enough? Hold my purse.
You just start knitting like rope.
Hold my bag.
With that, she is going to also Corey, please stop backseat DMing me on combat things. It's really frustrating.
No, I'm not backseat DMing. I'm just sending you reminders like you asked me to.
I know, but it's like it's
good. You're good, girl.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, man. You're doing fine.
Okay. So she is very upset at you, and she manages to she tries to summon something larger, but it just ends up as like a rabid stone creature that it's around the same size as a dog. And starts like making its way towards you.
Making its
Because
way
to me?
I mean,
Or
you're the one who
to
tries
Johnny?
to tangle. Just the group.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's the group, because right now, Troll's kind of incapacitated. It's like real upset that it has baby legs and can't see well. It has baby legs and astigmatism at this point. Cataracts. But all right. Till your turn, dog's coming at you. Stone dog.
You're muted.
Yep, I'm back. What's up?
Stone dog's coming at you guys. Where you going?
Yes, well, I know she's been throwing a bunch of stuff at people. And we now have a troll to deal with as well that's been miniaturized, correct? I understood that, right?
Half of
No.
it.
Oh, completely incapacitated. He's not just mini. Okay, never mind.
It just needs a minute to get the legs back.
Oh, okay. It's the baby leg thing. Yes, got you. Okay. We don't have our brooms right now, do we?
No.
No, you do not. They are
No.
going to be shipped to you.
That's fine. Okay. How far is this person that we don't like right now?
She's a good amount of distance away. I'm very bad at measuring things. You would need to run to get to her, like in close proximity to her.
She's
it's
kind
a
of
lot
flinging
range.
stuff at us from far, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, it's a lot of ranged attacks.
Okay. I'm gonna rummage through my backpack, and if I remember correctly, I should have a bag of seeds in my backpack.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yes, I do.
I'm sorry. So you brought you did mention that you had seeds, and even if you didn't, I would assume that Leatrice has seeds.
Okay.
Are you going to throw a tree at them?
Well, I don't have trees. I'd have to maybe just grow. I was thinking maybe just growing a bunch of stuff in front of us to kind of give us at least some form of, if not
Mhm,
cover, at least block line of sight.
mhm.
Give
Okay.
us a bit of breathing room.
Okay. So
Harder to hit stuff you can't see. You know what I mean?
understood. Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be a braids roll.
Okay.
Um,
What roll? Sorry.
a brains roll.
Brain. Okay.
Make sure to roll your
Magic power with it.
magic die. This is going to be because you're covering all of you, this is going to be a bit higher than what I like a line like it's going to be more than what you normally are used to of growing. So it's going to be a DC of 15
15. You said.
or let's see, 14. Sorry.
Yeah, I did not roll max this time. Sorry. So there is no.
You did not explode.
No, I rolled an 11 this time around.
11? Okay. So they just aren't high enough to cover you. You were able to grow some sort of plant life that really fucks with the fucking ecosystem in that on that hill. But
Mm-hmm.
you're able to grow random plant life, but it only gets to like kind of chest level, maybe. Um, so it
Well,
doesn't really cut it, and it's kind of sparse, like not as thick as you'd like it to be. So it doesn't really give too much cover, but it does give it doesn't hit the DC, so it does not work. Um,
okay.
at around this point, the baby legs are starting to wear off,
Oh shit.
but it's still incapacitated. Right now, like one leg is kind of like growing like faster. And then the dog starts running towards the group. Corey, do you have anything? It's not a real dog, but it still makes me sad. So it's the creature starts running towards you.
And you said this thing's made of stone?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And there's a cliff behind us. Correct?
Yes. You are on the edge of a hill. So yes, it's like
So in order for us to get through, we need to get around all of them.
yes.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. He's gonna look over and he's gonna like nod at Johnny. He's like, I agree. We need to get out of here. Get ready to run. And because
all right.
he's desperate, he's actually gonna pull his wand out.
Okay.
And reaching as deep as he can go, he's gonna try to muster up enough of illusion to make it appear as all of them have vanished from sight.
Okay.
Or
All of
if that is too much,
it's a lot. Like having everyone be invisible
create
is kind of a lot.
okay, if
You
that's
want
too
to
much,
create cover.
no,
Essentially.
not create cover. If that is too much, could I create a duplicate for everyone?
I feel like turning them invisible would be more difficult than, or would be less difficult than creating duplicates.
Hmm.
Um, you can try, but I'm telling you now it's going to be a really high DC, especially because both of those are charm and your DC is and your thing is 20 plus the
Yeah.
magic die. It's going to be it's yeah, it's going to be either one of those. Like, I'd say going invisible is probably an
It's
18,
he's not going to
but
turn everybody invisible. It's more like we're not invisible. We're just, I guess, bending the light to, not make us a point of focus.
still gonna
Yeah.
be that high.
Yeah, because
It
I
does
don't
it
have invisibility.
no, you don't, that's not a thing. Or not that. It's like that's not a thing you have. Okay, so it's going to be 18 for everyone, like to get everyone.
To get everyone. Okay. And I get to use my magic dice for this?
Yes. I swear to God, if you explode.
Mhm.
Gonna be a charms roll.
Nope. Only gonna roll a 9.
You rolled a 9.
Yep. So that is a
10 or less.
you said an 18?
It was an 18.
I rolled a 9. So
That was okay, so it's bad but not a disaster. It is
not a
almost
disaster.
disastrous.
Yeah.
You tried to bend the light to make everyone not as visible. But now the troll can see you.
See me?
The troll can see all of you better. So you kind of reversed
Oh,
a
God.
bit of what Duncan did.
So we're shining.
Yes, you
Fuck.
have because he has cataracts, you guys are actually shining more that he's able to see the glints of you and be able to aim for you.
Well,
The dog reaches you. And bites you, Bo, on the ankle.
do I get a grit roll for this?
Yep, you do.
What am I trying to hit here?
You need at least a 9.
At
On the
least
grit
a
roll.
9.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8, but I'm going to use one of my tokens to make that a 9.
Okay. So you're wearing cowboy boots, right?
Yeah.
Yep, your boots.
Like
It because it's stone. It doesn't have like
teeth.
sharp teeth or anything pierce through it. It hurts, but it doesn't like actually cause any real damage to you.
Okay.
And it's just kind of like on your ankle as you're like you can kind of shake it off.
Okay.
All right. And the witch looks at you and she's like, I'm getting real tired of this. And she actually unsummons the troll.
Oh, dang.
And it just kind of melts back into the earth. And goes back to wherever it came from. Whatever poor troll colony lost its baby leg. Now it has a baby, partial baby leg,
yeah.
Call me baby
partially
leg Crowley now.
blind. At least for now, troll comes out. Then you hear, why don't you let me take care of this for you? You're still training. You hear a voice as well, and coming. It's kind of like coming up the hill, somewhat behind you. See a man
Oh shit, is he flying?
around this. Oh wait, you know what? He can fly on a broom. He's on a broom, flying. he The man is roughly a little bit old, like roughly the same age, but maybe like a year older. Yeah, probably. And he just let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you.
Yes,
Wow.
good. You can count too.
Yeah, you guys are really good at that and not much else.
Now, don't you antagonize them. You're just gonna make it worse.
You know, why don't everyone just chill out?
Oh God, he just
Everyone
Mr.
give me
Freeze
a
us.
grit roll
He just Mr. Freeze us.
as he
Hey
flicks
Johnny, what
his
killed the
wand.
dinosaurs?
As he's and he's on his broom and he flicks his wand. Everyone give me a grit roll. I will let you know whether you or not you hit it.
Oh my word, what's my grit? Oh, my grit is awful.
Fucking
Okay, here we
Christ.
go.
Well, I got a 2.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take that token.
Yeah,
I got a 7.
7. Okay.
What's the DC we're trying to hit?
Can
Just let me know what you rolled. I
Can-
will probably adjust the DC. Go ahead.
can Theo put himself in front of Leatrice here?
You can.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll roll it.
Oh no, he's gonna get piccoloed.
Why didn't you
that's it.
dodge?
Well, I rolled a 4.
Okay, that's a 14 for me.
Okay. So some of you are so I originally rolled, the dice and I was like, "Oh, they have to hit at least a 19. That's bad." But none of you hit it, so I want you guys to at least have some sort of success. So we'll just change the DC to 14 instead. Some of you are more frozen than others. None of you are just like a full-on block of ice, even though you rolled that 2. The most that is frozen are your feet to the ground. But because it's still afternoon in California and we do have that heat wave, it will be
Ice
melting
doesn't
pretty
exist.
soon. It will be melting pretty soon.
What about the dog?
So
Or the dog adjacent rock?
the dog was attached to your boot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think this guy cares about the shit that this other wizard summoned.
No, he's got his own shit going on. So the dog is kind of frozen too. So pretty much Tilt, you took the blast, but you from that, but you're stiff, but you are hardy. So you are okay. Beatrice, her shoes, let's go ahead and lower the DC even further. Like, all of you are frozen in some way, shape, or form. So, Azrin, what was your roll?
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. So, numbers are hard. Just trying to figure out what
Tell me about it, girl.
and stuff. God, GMing
So
sucks. What do I do?
if the DC is 14,
I'm probably gonna lower it even further.
No,
but
don't.
It's just okay.
don't lower it. Be a DM. Be evil.
Okay. So the DC is 14, and then that's God. Okay. So all of you have your, except for Tilt, all of you except for Teddy, have their feet frozen to the ground. Though is pretty frozen. Like you are not going to be able to move next turn. Or honestly,
Just seeing as how I rolled
while.
12 under, yeah.
Yeah, you are definitely frozen in place. Spiffy, what was yours?
Mine was an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so both you and Duncan have their feet frozen to the ground, like the ice creeping up to your kneecaps.
Mm.
Leatrice, you rolled a 4?
Yep.
Hun.
Team Popsicle.
Yeah. Team Popsicle.
As she's slowly getting frozen over, she's like, "Oh my, I need to knit myself a thicker sweater."
And Teddy, you took the ice blast to the face. Everything, but you were like this, and you were able to break yourself out of it.
Okay.
So you are the only one that can move right
Mm-hmm.
now. Everyone else is frozen. And then Duncan and Johnny Petrelli. I still have to say your last name every time. Duncan and Johnny Petrelli can move from like the knees up.
I don't feel good, Mr. Lily-Pilly.
Oh no. All right.
So, So Mr. Lilypelly isn't frozen at all.
No. He's kind of stiff from it.
Well, he's also old, so he's probably stiff anyway.
My bones.
My bones.
I mean, I did mention bondage before.
Oh,
Jeez.
just every opportunity. And you said that this we're just straight up on like a cliff, or is it like
He's
a?
on his broom.
We're on
Oh,
the
you're on a
cliffside
cliff.
behind the mall.
Okay,
Up behind the mall, way up behind the mall.
and there's no safe way for us to get to the mall from where we are without going through what's her face.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. Speaking of what's her face, the witch just starts laughing, and she's very thankful for the help. And I really do need to practice some of your type. And then she looks at Teddy and then back at the other bad guy number 2. She's like, "How did you miss that one? He took it to the face." she was so worried about her creature that was completely frozen. But it doesn't really matter much anyway. Frostbite is starting to kick in because the ice is hurting.
If only I could reach my
So-
cookies.
There is something I'd like to do if possible.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Well, funny enough, there are plants that generate heat. That is a thing. They're called thermogenic plants.
Um,
There's quite a few of them actually out there.
I'm debating on whether or not I should continue the initiative order. So let me actually cross out Zoro and Corey because they're incapacitated right now. Tilt, you can start working on that when it's your turn. I still want to
Okay.
give everyone at least 2 shots against them, especially now that there's 2.
Yeah, you do. I'm just saying that's what I'd like to do when I don't
Mhm.
see the turn orders. I have no idea where we're going with this.
Oh.
But yeah, whenever it's my turn.
Yeah. Right now it's going to be Azure and Spiffy, then Tilt. So
Okay,
you're
let's do
the
that.
third. I
Yep.
will keep that in mind of the heat plants.
Is there any way to chip this ice off of my legs?
Physically, yeah, you can start working on it.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Go ahead and I mean there's plenty of rocks nearby, or you can just like I guess you can use your wand to try to pry it off, but I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't want to risk breaking my wand.
True.
I would take a rock and just basically start chipping away at the ice and hope I don't do too much damage to my skin.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a brawn roll.
Mm,
Difficulty. I mean it's ice. So not too
doesn't
bad.
matter. Brawn's my dump stat, so yeah, that's a 1.
Did not work. There is nothing around you to undo it.
I grab a rock, I hit it with the ice, and the rock shatters.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
I would pick the crappy rock.
Mhm. So the male wizard, the wizard goes flies slightly closer to you or to the group and looks at Bo,
The bowsicle.
the bowsicle. And while he is completely frozen, your face is very recognizable.
Hey, I'm famous.
No, he tilts his head, he goes pale white. Do you not know who he is, who he's related to? And he just starts going off on the witch and flies
Wait till
by.
my father hears about this.
Essentially, that's you.
Oh God.
No, he gets off the broom, dismounts, completely ignores you guys, and starts going up to her and like grabs her by the hair and
Oh.
like
Fuck.
yanks her. It's like, his father is on the board. What are you even talking about? She's like, well, like, why is he here? Well, he did he threw the trash away with the port key and the teleportation. It was part of the bit. What's the big deal? He's got cowboy boots on. Can't be that. His father is on the board. People will know if he goes missing. It's not like the others. And if he hangs out with them, people will know who they are if they're together. And then just grumbling, he like yanks her and just she grabs her broom and they fly off. Now Teddy, you can dig into your pockets and find some of those seeds from the flowers, from those, or not the flowers, but the heat generative plants, and start working on melting the ice.
Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
go ahead and, I guess, yeah, you can give me a brains roll for that.
Yep, sure. That is a 10.
That's a 10? It
Yeah, dirty
explodes.
10 though. It's the 7
Oh,
plus 3 on the magic dice.
got it. I was gonna be like, seriously?
No, 7
Anyway.
plus 3.
Okay. It works really well. It grows immediately and starts working on its way to melt the ice a bit more. And then those of you who can move, try to chip at the ice again. But that is where we are going to leave it for tonight.
Okay.
You know what's actually funny about this whole scenario? I did mention before when I was trying to bind her hands that I did throw up the magic needles that do the knitting. So pretty much as soon as she comes out, she's gonna have them magically knit her a thicker sweater. And mittens for everybody. Everyone needs the mittens. We're all cold.
Yeah. It's cold in here. Especially with that hardcore elemental magic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess Corey, do the outro.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do. Coming up here on Monday, we will have another episode of Destiny Forge Campaign 4, which is our longest running show here on the channel. It's a 5th edition game that I run. Possibly on Tuesday, if not normally on Tuesdays, we have Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that Tiltbot runs. On this upcoming Thursday, we got another episode of Mass Effect Horizons, which is a 5th edition game that 5th edition Mass Effect mod game that Zoro runs. And then upcoming on Saturday will be another episode of Withered Wastes. That's the one. Which is a 5th edition game that I run. And then later on Saturday night, we will have another episode of Vigilance 6, which is our Kids on Brooms inspired superhero game. And that will roll us out for the week. But yeah, if this is your first time here and if you're just getting caught up, or if you're interested in any of the other shows, all of them are over on what do you call it? YouTube. Is bot working? The bot is working. There we go. But that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you later.
See